Boys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about how to make your first dollar online. Okay, through online business. Now, a lot of people, when it comes to online business, think it's a lot more complicated than it actually is. When it's not, I thought it was a lot more complicated than it actually is. Listen, at its most basic standpoint, an online business still has all the principles your regular business has. The only difference is that it's online, right? And it comes with the benefits of being online, location freedom, like a lot of things, depending on what you get into. Now, the first thing I want you guys to understand, and I'm going to give you a little framework on my life, on what I've sold, how I've gone through business to help get to the main information of this video, is I grew up in business. Okay, my family are immigrants from Europe, Yugoslavia, all this shit, right? So um, when they came here to the United States, they were entrepreneurs by default. Like they had to figure out a way almost to make money because like we were just not making enough money. And so my mom and dad came together, and what they ultimately ended up doing was like they started a cleaning business, right? They didn't do that because the word entrepreneur sounded cool and it would make them sound better. No, like they did this because we had to make money. We basically weren't making enough. Like if we didn't, we're not going to eat, whatever. We had to go stay with somebody. And so I understood that at a very young age. And my whole childhood consisted of me going to clean really wealthy people's houses, right? And so I understood early on that what we're doing here is we are cleaning for these people. We're basically their maids, right? And in exchange, they're giving us money. That is a service. Okay, we were providing a service. Now, in business, you have a service and you have product. Now, we understand what a service is. What is a product? Okay, a product, for example, guys, I've had a clothing brand. For example, now, the clothes that I were selling was like a product, okay? It was a physical product. And so there was no service attached to that. It was just the clothes. Like I sold tracksuits, and that's what you got. You gave me money in exchange, I gave you clothes. So now you understand the difference. Okay? When it comes to the online stuff, okay, there's a lot of things you can sell, but most of the time it's the same concept, right? It's either a service or a product, but now it's a digital product. Okay? The only difference now is in a digital product, right? For example, if I'm selling, you guys I'm sure if you've heard of this, right? You can either sell a course, right? And a course is a digital product because it's a file or information that's been recorded or put on a PDF document and uploaded, and you're basically buying that. Or a community, for example, right? A paid community. People are paying to be on this online community of either like-minded people or information or access to certain things. Those are essentially digital products, right? And that's what you have to sell when it comes to online business. Now, there's so many things that go into online business because at the same time, right, I can sell, for example, my clothing business online, and that essentially makes it an online business, right? Even though it's a physical product in the physical world, I'm still selling this through online, through my website, marketing it through videos and advertisements, and then it's going, being shipped to all these people. Like it's not a in-person physical business that I need to go to everybody and physically do something or clean somebody's house as I did growing up, for example. Or with my dad, what we did on the weekends is we would go and clean people's rain gutters or hang up TVs or fix shelves for people, whatever it was. That's us providing a service. Okay. Now you can do a combination of both, like a service and a product. And what that is for example, if I were to go and hang up some shelves with my dad or hang up a TV stand, right? The service is us doing it, like hanging up the shelf or hanging up the TV. The product is if we were to provide like the shelf or the TV stand. You get what I'm saying? And so that's a combination of both, and you can do that online as well. Like you can sell a course, but then on top of that, you're selling your one-on-one coaching, right? Because at the same time, that's a service, and then it's attached to like a digital product. So all of this is very the same at the most basic standpoint. It's just happening online, okay? Now, how do you make your first dollar off of this? you need to learn how to market yourself. And how do you market yourself? Through fucking advertisements. Guys, I'm a big believer in every single video you upload online is a free advertisement. Okay? It doesn't cost you anything to take out this fucking phone and talk about or record whatever it is that you're selling, or whatever service it is you're helping people. Excuse me. Whatever service or it is what that you're helping people with. And that's why I tell so many people to get into online business, get into building a personal brand, because it doesn't come at a cost. It's free. As opposed to most businesses, they pay millions and millions of dollars a month, a day in advertising, right? If it's on billboards, if it was in newspapers, if it's in commercials for the NFL, Super Bowl, the World Cup, whatever it is, right? And so the best and easiest way for you to go about making your first dollar online is start advertising and start marketing yourself for free, which is using this fucking phone that you're using, that you're watching this with, or if it's an iPad or a laptop, they all got a camera and a fucking microphone, bro. You got no excuses on you. And so if we understand now that's how you're going to market yourself, then you just need to figure out what you're going to sell. And you can literally sell anything, right? There's a series of steps that I take my clients through on what to really, like, how to figure out what it is you want to sell. But you can sell anything, okay? If it's, like I mentioned, clothes, if it's coaching, if it's, helping people with certain problems, or if it's a course, or if it's a community, there's a lot of things you can sell. But the point is, how do you sell this? Okay, and I just went over it. Market yourself properly, okay? If you're gonna sell tables, why the fuck are you talking about like couches, right? Usually we want to have some correlation between the two. Now what you can do, and what I teach people to do, is in building a personal brand, you can really sell anything. You can attach yourself to almost any product, right? So if you're going to sell couches and you're talking about tables, oh, maybe this product is really just kind of a what's the word here? Like a small like what's the correlation between the two? And that's the bridge, the gap that you have to make in order to convert your customers in whatever it is. And sometimes it's literally as simple as you putting your logo on things, or you putting your personal connection on things. And that's what makes a strong, engaging personal brand. So you understand now what you can sell. You understand how to market it, basically how to get people interested and how to sell it. What do you use to process payments? What do you use to build the systems, or like I said, like the community? Where are you going to build the community at? Where are you going to host your course at? Where are you going to host your website? Dude, those are answers, very simple answers you can find yourself. Literally go on Google and search up paid community, boom, done. Course hosting website, like that shit is very simple at its most basic level, and you can do that. So in my experience, what I've done is I've sold coaching. I'm in the process of creating a community for either, I'm still on the line of debating, and I'm going to experiment with this over the next couple months, of either selling a community to everybody, or that community is only going to be available to my clients, right? Because everybody there is really dedicated, and I think I might make more money just doing it one way compared to the other in both. But that's how business works, and that's what leads me into the next topic of this video. It's like, where's the fucking urgency for you to start? Where is the, like, guys, you making all of these bullshit excuses to start, and this is what I did for a while before I sold anything online, is the worst thing you can do, because you truly only gain experience and get better at things the more you do them, right? Like, you can read 100 sales books, but until you actually go and start selling, bro, is like, that's when you're going to learn the most. So the best thing you can do is just start selling something, right? If it's coaching like I do and what I teach people to do, just start selling coaching. Or start, if you're going to, start selling a course or whatever it is, just start. Okay? Because we know that whenever you start something new, you're going to be pretty shit at it. So just start as soon as possible, knowing you're going to be shit. And then through that, the better you're going to get. And then the better you get, the more you'll be able to charge, that your experience will, like, all of these things happen. But the most important part is you starting. And I've literally given you all the information to start, right? So you know how to market yourself now. You know, you have an idea of what you can sell: service, product, digital product, whatever the fuck it is. Okay. Where to host your payment? Search that shit up. You'll figure that out. It's the easiest part. Go sign up for Stripe or some bullshit. Send people links to complete the payment, or have a website wherever it is. Um, like that's literally all you need, bro. That's literally all you need. And figuring out what you're gonna take somebody through, if it's coaching or whatever, and to sell your product. It's all very simple. It's just a lot of what we do, I think, is we tend to overcomplicate things when everything in this world is really simple. Um, and I've know this through experience. I've worked at multiple jobs, multiple places, and understanding how a sales team works, how it's put together, how it's managed, how they're trained, if it's at the store, how stock is kept, how everything is organized, how many managers are managing managers, how many, like, what is the level of hierarchy. A lot of this shit that we tend to, like, a lot of the things we think are complicated are really not. We just haven't dabbled into them enough to understand that they're really simple. So that's how you're going to make your first dollar online. Start asking people for money, right? Think about anywhere you go, guys. People are asking for your money. Anything you're buying, they're asking you for your money. Maybe it's not in such a direct way as you would have thought, like, hey, give me your money. But at its most basic level, like if you go to the store, when I go to Harmon's right here and I buy a drink or whatever it is, the store is asking me for its money, and in exchange, they're giving me a drink. Okay? And I used to hear this thing early on, I never understood it. People always said, well, I know you want to make $1 million. Have you ever asked for $1 million? And I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, that's some bullshit. Who's gonna give me $1 million? And it's not until later on did I understand what they meant by that. It's like I had to break it down at a lower level for me to understand. And what that was is like, hey, if I want to make $10,000 in a month, I need to go and ask 10 people for $1,000, or I need to ask 4 people for $2,500, or I need to ask 2 people for $5,000. And that's how I'll make $10,000 a month. Right now, yes, I'm asking for their money, but in exchange, what am I going to give them? Right? What kind of value, what kind of service, what kind of product am I providing? And that's literally as easy as it gets. And you can now start to understand how online business and business in itself, they're the same, right? The only difference is one of them is online, the other one isn't. And another quick point I want to touch on is, guys, like, dude, most ads from businesses that are not online are ran online, right? It's so much in your favor to start an online business, to dabble into this whole digital era. Like, we all know that's where the world is going, and that's why I always highly press on people, like, dude, whatever the fuck you're doing, add online business into it. Add marketing yourself for free with the phone you have into it, and I promise you it'll make you more money. You just got to know how to navigate it properly. So, boys, hopefully that made some sense and just gave you a little more framework on how to make your first dollar online, how to start an online business. Now, with that being said, of course, I'm going to plug myself with my own free advertisement on this video. If you guys need somebody to help you, take you through the systems on how to effectively build an online business, how to start your personal brand, essentially build the business of yourself online and sell whatever it is that you would like, connect yourself to any product. It's what I do. I help people through that process and get them clear on, all right, what are we going to help you sell? How are we going to market it? And all this shit in a 3 month period. So if you want to work with me one-on-one for 90 days, you can apply to do so below. Understand, it's obviously going to come at a cost. This is my business. I don't run a charity. I run a business, right? Now, on top of that, guys, if you do want, I have a free training that kind of goes over all of this as well. It's totally free. It's linked below. And then my Instagram, guys, do some of your own research before you just decide to work with me. Right, go maybe check out my Instagram, check out a few other of my videos, see what I'm about. Check out my free training. Maybe shoot me a DM on Instagram. Do some of your own research before just applying to work with me out of nowhere. Now, You can. If it's something you already know you want to do, you've been wanting to do it, you're invested, you understand it's going to come at it with an investment, go ahead, bro. Let's get you started. There should be some urgency. Life only gets harder, bro. Like life only gets more expensive. We all know this. So stop fucking waiting. If you don't even want to work with me, don't. Just start. Start posting yourself for free. And eventually, whatever the fuck you do, like it'll help you, believe me. So, boys, with that being said, I fucking love you guys. Hopefully, you understood and took something from this video. If there's any other topics, any other recommendations you guys want to see, DM me on Instagram, leave them in the comment section. I fucking love you guys as always, and I will see you guys in the next video.